Okay, so here we go. I'm sorry about like that sale. I decided not to sell my Invert Mini, keep it as a backup. But today I just wanted to kind of do just an Invert Mini review instead of just like the DP-G3. That one was kind of crappy, but yeah, that was my first video. So, okay, let's start off with this manual. This manual is really good. It tells you, it's like 30 pages long. It tells you what to do if some of these problems start acting up and all that. Nicely colored. So yeah, good manual. And also I want to get off the bat, if you look at any Invert Mini reviews from the past year to 2 years ago, a lot of that stuff isn't true anymore because they are coming out with the Gen 3s, and those really don't have that many problems at all. So, you kind of want to just stick with what's going on now if you want to buy an Invert Mini. Okay, so here we go. Red Dust Invert Mini. Good packaging. It's a $300 gun. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get some fancy little box. So yeah. Okay, first thing off the bat. When you get this gun, you're gonna be wanting to, pull this trigger a bunch. I like this trigger a lot. But the setting, if it's too close like that much pull, then you can't. The eyes aren't gonna work. So you're gonna have to keep it at a realistic trigger pull for it to work. That kind of made me mad because I don't really like this trigger pull. But yeah, good trigger, nice and light, magnetic, and yeah. Sorry about my dog. The grips are really nice. They're kind of big, but they're really nice in the hands. Really good grips. I like the color, the little camo red. So yeah, that's the grips. Let's go with back cap. Okay. The one disappointment I have with this gun is that, let's see. If you can see that kind of metally, shiny, that was after one adjustment to the back cap for your velocity, and it just tears up the metal, those Allen wrenches. I don't even know, the metal on this, it's like plasticky, and it just tears apart. I don't really like that part. So yeah, that's one thing I don't like. But this gun is very good if you're, mid-range player, or I wouldn't really say if you're just starting. I'd go with an SLG or something, the regular one, or Spider. So yeah, good mid player, or you're budget. So yeah. Second thing, the feed neck, really nice feed neck. It's kind of high up there, but it's a feed neck. It's good. It's clamping. So yeah, it doesn't really have teeth. It has these little kind of triangular things in there that aren't really anything big. Okay, second off, ASA. Again, what I said in the last, they didn't do their research enough with the ASA. I mean, they did a lot of research when they decided with no macro line and to put it up through the grip frame up, and the air shoots out right there. They did their research on that, but for the ASA itself, there's no adjusting or on-off or anything. Well, there is adjusting, never mind. There is no on-off, which kinda, it's not that big of a deal, but it's a really nice, little gadget that they can put in there. So, they have come out with on-off ASAs you can put on for the Mini. So, you could do that. It'd just be nice if it just comes on stock. Okay, second thing, let's do the board. Okay. The board, you're gonna have to open up that screw. You're gonna open up the grip, the foregrip, and then there's gonna be a little switch button in there, and you're just gonna click it, and you're just gonna click the trigger. And yeah, that's just the settings. Mine's on semi right now because that's what my field allows. So, but yeah, that's the board. Good board. There are a lot of very good upgrade boards, like Virtue, or now the Tadao board, or the Tadao board. It's at $54 on A&S Gear, so that's a really good deal. Yeah, so that's the board. Okay, eyes. The last thing I have to comment on from the last video when I did the DB-G3, I said that the eyes were better than the Dangerous Power G3. Personally, I don't think that's true, because these are really hard to get into. You have to take out your foregrip, and they're connected, and with the I don't think the board, but I forget what it's called. So it's like up in here, and it's connected, and it's kind of a hassle to do. So the eyes do work great, I must say. But the Dangerous Power does have, I think, easier, and yeah. Okay, so next thing, let's do bolt. Okay, this bolt, I said that the bolt, a lot of those things in the last video with Dangerous Power, was kind of invert mini, but the bolt is kind of hard on paint. I would suggest getting an upgrade bolt. It kind of breaks a lot. So yeah, I would upgrade that. And then I'll turn it on. Okay. So the gun's on. The eyes aren't off. I can turn off the eyes. Wait. So yeah, there's some noise clicking in there. Kind of small thing.